People say there's something out there in the woods past Old Mill Road, a place where no one builds, where the trees grow too thick and the ground's always damp no matter how long the sun's been shining. Nobody really talks about it, just a weird little unspoken rule: you don't go past the tree line after dark. So naturally, me and my brother thought it'd be a good idea to spend the night in the abandoned cabin sitting right in the middle of it. It wasn't just about proving we weren't scared, though that was part of it. We'd heard stories about old settlers hiding money in the floorboards of their homes, and this cabin had been there for a long, long time. Figured we might get lucky. We grabbed our camping gear, some whiskey to keep warm, and headed out just before sundown. The walk was cold, but we were used to it. By the time we got to the cabin, the sky had gone dark, the air heavy with that kind of silence that makes you realize just how far you are from everyone else. The place was barely standing. The wood was gray and splintering, windows long gone, door barely hanging on its hinges. Inside, there was a single rickety table, a few broken chairs, and a pile of rotting firewood in the corner. We found a spot under the table, wrapped up in our sleeping bags, and settled in to wait. Couple hours passed. Nothing. Just the wind whistling through the cracks in the walls, the occasional rustling in the trees outside. We passed the bottle back and forth, whispered about what we'd do if we actually found something. I don't even remember falling asleep, but I must have, because next thing I knew, I was waking up to this sound. Slow at first. A low creak, like wood bending under pressure. Thought it was my brother shifting in his sleep until I realized he was completely still next to me, breathing slow and heavy. Then another creak, then another, closer, coming from the other room. I barely breathed, just lay there, ears straining, heart pounding so hard I swore whatever was out there could hear it. Then the door to the room we were in. It didn't slam, didn't even swing open, just moved. A few inches, real slow, like something was pushing it with the absolute minimum amount of force. Just enough for the darkness on the other side to bleed into the room. Then I heard it. Not footsteps, not breathing. Just this wet, dragging sound, like something heavy pulling itself forward inch by inch. My fingers dug into the fabric of my sleeping bag. I couldn't move, couldn't blink. Every part of me was screaming to run, but I knew the second I moved, whatever was there would know exactly where I was. And then my brother moved. Just a twitch, just a little shift in his sleep, but it was enough. Whatever was in the room stopped. And then, for the first time, it made a sound. This guttural, low clicking noise, like something trying to mimic speech but not quite getting it right. I lost it. Shoved the table as hard as I could, sent it crashing to the floor, and scrambled toward the door. My brother woke up mid-panic, no idea what was happening, just followed when I bolted outside. Didn't stop, didn't think, just ran straight into the woods, branches tearing at my face, my breath burning in my lungs. I don't even remember getting back to the road. Just suddenly there, the familiar gravel under my feet, the distant glow of our town's streetlights in the distance. We didn't go back for our stuff. Didn't even talk about it for a long time. It was just this unspoken thing, something neither of us wanted to think about too hard. But about a week later, my brother's got this bruise on his back. Big, dark, like someone had hit him with a baseball bat. And he swears up and down he doesn't remember getting hurt. I don't know what was in that cabin. I don't want to know. But I know for damn sure that whatever it wasn't just some animal. And I know that if I ever hear that sound again, that slow, wet dragging, I won't be sticking around to see what comes with it.